Hello guys and girls, and welcome to the Minimalist Trophy tutorial for the unfinished Swan. So at the very beginning, just turn left by counting 2 quick seconds and just start walking straight. Try to kind of keep to the right, so you will hear the difference in the sound right about now. So right at this moment, we just arrived to the garden part of our tour. So head to the left, and when you hit the wall, when you feel that you have hit a wall, start moving to the right. I do highly recommend doing a tour using paintballs first to kind of like get a grasp of all the places, and so you can also know the movements of the tour. So um, right about this part, I do recommend start jumping a little bit to see the footprints that the swan leaves right near the pond. So start kind of like jumping and turning a little bit. Just remember not to hit up or down on your right stick because then you will look down or up, and uh, at this part it's kind of hard to really know where you're going if you're looking up or looking down. So right about now, we want to align the first and second set of footprints from the swan, so we really know where we're going. We want to stand above the first set of footprints, and once we do that, we're gonna start strafing to the right, but keeping our eye directed at that second set of footprints. Don't worry about falling to the water. As soon as we see that other set of footprints, we're gonna line them and we're gonna start walking and jumping towards the second set of footprints from earlier. And we're gonna arrive right at this one. So we want to align them and then move just a little bit to the left and start walking forward. As you can hear, that is the wooden bridge. You're gonna know you're in the sweet spot once you are not able to hear the bridge anymore. So at that moment, you want to strap to the left, walk forward, and then strap to the right, and you will start hearing that music. Once you can hear the music, you want to start looking for the footprints that were in front of the bridge by just turning. So right there you can see them. So at that moment, you want to start strapping to the right and moving backwards. As soon as you're not able to see the footprints anymore, then you want to turn around and you will see the golden crown from the first monument of the king. So at this moment, just keep walking towards the crown, and a little bit more you will see that other figure. At that moment, we want to walk towards it and align ourselves so that we can see the pigtail to the right and up. So you can barely see it right there and up. But once we have done that, we're gonna turn, start looking at the crown, and start strafing to the right until this moment. When you feel that you hit a wall, walk a couple steps forward and then start strafing to the right again. So I do fell down a couple of times, so we're gonna have the chance to look at it again so you know what I'm talking about. So once again, walk towards the crown, find the golden figure from the chicken, and then just align so you can turn back and look at the crown and start strafing to the right, keeping your eye on the crown. So once again, we're strapping to the right, keep an eye on the ground until we hit something. There. And we walk a couple steps forward and then strap to the right again. So it does take a couple of tries, but once you're here, you're gonna be in a safe spot. You cannot fall in any cliff or anything, and as long as you can find those golden figures, you will know where you are, so don't worry about it. So after the first bump, right here, and you start strapping to the right again, start looking for the Swan footprints, so you will know that you have to go towards that point. Once we get to that set of footprints, you have to really know where you're going, again by doing it a couple of times before the final round, because there is a hole that you can fall down. Again, if you fall down, you just gotta start from this part, but that's of course what we want to avoid. So if that happens, just find the golden crown and start going towards this place. But what you want to do once you arrive to this set of footprints is start walking forward, but again by keeping an eye to the golden crown. So right about now we start strapping to the right and looking at the crown, so we get a grasp of where we're going. So you need to walk up a couple of scaffoldings, and that's where the hole is that I mentioned earlier. Start strapping to the right. When you hear that wood, just move a little bit to a couple of steps in front of you and start again strapping to the right. Once you have climbed just a little bit where you saw right there, start walking backwards, and you will fall down. Once you fall down, you're gonna be at the part that we were looking at earlier. So when we see the chicken statue, we want to kind of look to the right to find that golden ring. That is actually a hand, but once we're in the ring, we're gonna look to the left and start looking at the big tail. So once we're there, we're gonna stand right below it, and we're gonna look towards where it's pointing. We're gonna jump, and we're gonna see just a tiny piece. There is just a tiny piece of golden. We're gonna walk to the left, well, strap to the left. We're gonna hear that sound, and once you hear that sound, start walking towards to the golden horn. Once we're at the golden horn, we're gonna walk towards this piece. We're gonna stand just below it. We're gonna look to it, just like this, and then we're gonna turn and start walking backwards. And then you're gonna start climbing the stairs, and at this point you're gonna be able to see that figure that you previously touched with your paintballs. So just strap to the left, and once we're here, start walking forward until we arrive at this set of footprints. We turn to the left and we walk really straight. We're gonna see that black square. We're gonna walk towards it, And once we have fallen down this hole, this is the part where the trophy is unlocked. So congratulations.